DNA tests inside Judge Vonda B's courtroom have a way of changing everything in a single moment. Lives turn upside down, secrets get exposed, and the truth doesn't care about anyone's feelings. Today, we're diving into 4 explosive cases where DNA results didn't just settle arguments. They completely shattered expectations and left everyone absolutely speechless.
Miss McKinney,
Yes,
we're back.
yes.
I hope we are in better spirit.
I am.
Okay, good. And we're not going to allow each other's buttons, right?
Correct.
We'll see
Okay.
what she does.
Okay, so we took the DNA testing, had all that done. Did you all have any problems with it?
None at all.
Okay. Okay, have the two of you had an opportunity at all?
We've
No
spoken
way. No.
lies.
All right, everyone, brace yourselves for what's about to unfold in Judge Vonda B's courtroom today. We've got Lisa McKinney, who is absolutely convinced that Kyle is the father of her daughter after what she describes as a wild 72-hour escapade. But Kyle? He's not buying it. Not even a little. He claims Lisa was involved with multiple men during that same time period, and he's brought DNA evidence to prove he is not the father. The tension is already sky-high before the results are even read. Lisa is fired up. Kyle is defensive. And Judge Vonda is moments away from delivering results that could change everything. Will Lisa's certainty stand against science? Or is Kyle about to walk out of that courtroom a free man? Stick around because this DNA reveal is going to blow your mind.
We spoke for 30 seconds. That doesn't count. I didn't want to talk to you. You came up to me. I tried to end the conversation as quick as possible.
Your Honor, permission to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
That is not true. He called me and he asked me, he said, which way this paternity test is gonna go, but if you'll just let me put it on you one more time, we can smooth all of this out, blah, 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 all of that crap.
Oh, so that's a lot in 30 seconds.
Really?
No. It was not what I said, but
When he lies, he puts his,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's a lie, folks.
And you
Awesome.
found all that out in 72 hours?
I did.
Interesting. Okay. So,
you see how aggressive she is about this? This
I'm
is
just excited.
she doesn't need help for her daughter. This is
Come on
about
with the
revenge.
results,
This is
please.
clearly about getting back at me and punishing me for, I don't know, staying with her forever. I don't know.
Results, please.
but it's been 9 years.
I know it's been, it's odd timing, isn't it? Right when I have a fiance and have a son, that's when she chooses to do this? Isn't that kind of odd timing here, Your Honor?
I mean, the timing does.
Right from the start, Judge Vonda is trying to maintain order, but you can already feel the hostility simmering beneath the surface. Lisa says they barely spoke maybe 30 seconds. Meanwhile, Kyle claims Lisa called him with what he describes as a wild proposition. According to Kyle, Lisa attempted to smooth things over with a very intimate offer. But Lisa is calling him a liar. And she even says she can tell whenever Kyle lies because he puts his hand on his cheek. Judge Vonda definitely has her hands full with these two, and we haven't even reached the DNA results yet.
I just came to the realization that, hey, I can do it alone, but I don't have to do it alone. If he's taking care of his other son and his fiance, that's fine. I don't need him to take care of me or my daughter, but it would be the right thing to do. And that's what he's going to do.
And
If
you're-
he's the father.
He's
And you're sure of that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I mean, bailiff, we have those results.
Because I don't want to
That's
personal
not
check.
nice.
Well, I'm just saying.
You can't say that to him yet, though.
Okay.
We
All
don't
right.
know if he's even going to be the father to pay child support.
I know.
But if you are indeed the father, I wouldn't recommend you make a payment today because the order would just be being signed today.
Is there an appeal process even if I am the
What would you be appealing exactly?
I don't think that based on the way she's been treating me and based on her selective choice of when to bring this issue up in order to, harm my relationship with my family, I consider that a form of harassment. And I feel like I should be able to file maybe a restraining order, and that would prevent me from, if I had a restraining order against her, that would prevent me obviously from having to pay for her child support.
Now Kyle is really leaning into the victim narrative. He claims that 9 years later, right when he's engaged and expecting another child, Lisa suddenly wants child support. He paints her as bitter and vengeful. But Lisa fires back confidently. She insists she's not asking him to care for their daughter unless he truly is the father. The judge seems intrigued by the timing but remains neutral. Meanwhile, Kyle is already preparing an exit strategy, even asking about appeals and restraining orders. Desperate much?
No, that's not how any of that works. That was really creative though, but that's not how any of that works. So let me go ahead and tell you what the results say.
All right.
Get it over with.
All
Drum
right.
roll.
All right. It looks like baby McKinney, because we can't say a child's name. There's no probability he can be the father.
What did he say?
You hear that?
What'd you say, y'all?
You laughed at that.
Remember
No,
when
I didn't hear.
Oh, let me say it a
I'm
little
the only
louder.
white person she's been with. Remember?
There is
Remember that?
no probability that he is the father.
First of all, no disrespect to you,
Mhm.
but the letter looks a little sketchy.
Okay.
It wasn't in a
It's got
legal
writing
size
on it.
envelope.
That's why it's sketchy.
So, and I don't trust him because his uncle can do
What does
all
that have to
types
do with
of
anything?
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't even trust that.
Wait a minute. I believe at the beginning, I asked you all how the test went.
I mean,
And
the
you
test-
said, wait a minute, hold on. You said everything went.
Kyle just tried to create a legal loophole out of thin air, claiming harassment and asking whether a restraining order would somehow exempt him from paying child support. Judge Vonda shuts that down immediately. That was really creative though, she says with the ultimate judicial side-eye. Kyle is clearly scrambling, throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. But science doesn't care about creativity. Let's see what the DNA says.
And it
That's what she
did,
said.
and it was fair that day, right?
Yes.
They swabbed her mouth
The
correctly.
person appeared to be wearing PPE and the person appeared to work, you know, for that service. And the test itself went well, but behind the scenes, Your Honor.
And it
A lot
appears
goes
that
on.
these results are directly from the test. And he's not the father.
He is the problem. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, Your
Let me tell you not. No, he's not.
He's the problem.
He's not. So you're going to order,
You're
you're
lost.
going to argue with DNA testing.
Your Honor, 72 hours. He has a
He is
tattoo
not
on
the
his private
father.
parts. was
He
the only
is
one
not
there. I
the
know.
father. He is not the father.
Show
How
me
many
a tattoo.
times do I have to say that? No, I don't want to see a tattoo. All I want to see was these numbers to see what the probability was going to look like of him being the father. He is not the father. Now,
That was way
you,
too much, by the way.
You have a tattoo.
excuse me, you know what? I don't even see why you all need to be having a conversation right now.
I agree.
Can we
You
do a
are not the
retest?
father, which means that you will not be placed on any type of child support or anything today. Now, you, Miss McKinney,
The results are in. Kyle is not the father, but Lisa refuses to accept it. She questions the legitimacy of the test, claiming Kyle's attorney uncle could have tampered with the results. Judge Vonda is stunned. Lisa is spiraling, insisting the results are wrong. She even brings up a tattoo on Kyle's private area as proof that he must be the father. This is getting wild. The judge tries to restore order, but Lisa is deep in denial mode. How many times does the judge have to say it? He is not the father.
you petition someone else who you may think is the father.
There is no one else, Your Honor. It was him. He has a tattoo on his private part. I was with him and the tattoo for 72 hours. I know what I felt. I know what I saw. Okay, it was him.
Well, there is a probability of some,
Okay.
you were probably with somebody else too within that previous 72 hours.
Oh, Your Honor, you tried.
There's no shade. Just
Possible. It's
So-
very likely.
How is it possible?
Because there were like 6 or 7, 8 hours stretches during that time where I didn't see you or know where you were. I don't know what you were doing. You know what? Maybe I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you don't even remember this other guy. It's possible with the rate you were going in those days. So I'm willing to grant you that you may not have
Oh,
been
man.
lying. You
Okay.
may not have. I was the only white guy you were with.
Well, just answer my question. Do you have a tattoo on your private part?
I have a birthmark that kind of looks like a bird. Maybe
No,
that's
it
what you
says
thought.
Mississippi Long. Do you have that tattoo?
okay.
No.
Well, you know what? This is what we're
Never
about to
been to
do.
Mississippi.
This is what we're about to do. At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. Said what the results were, which means I'm dismissing this case. You are more than welcome to bring another case. His account is true that you don't remember. You can bring another case after that. But the court is here to assist you. So if there are no more questions and nothing further, which it shouldn't be, you all are dismissed.
Hell no, it shouldn't.
In the end, Judge Vonda rules definitively Kyle is not the father. But Lisa walks out of the courtroom still in denial, insisting that the tattoo proves everything. The judge gives her the option to petition someone else for paternity testing, but Lisa insists there is no one else. Kyle, however, suggests she was with other men during that 72-hour window, and honestly, the DNA results support his claim. This case was a roller coaster of accusations, desperation, and disbelief. What do you think? Was Lisa truly mistaken? Or is there more to this story? If this case shocked you like it shocked us, don't forget to smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and hit subscribe for more explosive courtroom drama. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's next.
What's going on?
Well, we have a 1-year-old daughter named Alexis Ray. We're not together anymore. We were married for 2 years. We divorced because I like women. And so, I'm on child support. He don't do nothing for his little girl.
Okay. So you all divorced, have a 1-year-old.
Yes, ma'am.
And you want him to pay child support.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, seems pretty straightforward. Sir, what do you have to say about that?
Your Honor, I don't have a problem paying child support, but, she did leave me for...
Alright, buckle up because we're diving into the ghost case. And trust me, the drama is very real. Aisha Ghost is demanding child support from her ex-husband, William. They share a 1-year-old daughter, Alexis, and Aisha says William hasn't done anything to help. Here's the twist. William says he's willing to pay child support, but only after a DNA test confirms he's the father. Because he claims Aisha was unfaithful during their marriage. And there's more. Aisha left him for another woman. Yes, you heard that correctly. And now she's pregnant again. William is absolutely convinced that second baby is not his either. Judge Vonda is about to untangle this complicated web of infidelity, paternity, and financial responsibility. Will William be ordered to pay? Or will DNA change everything? Let's find out.
Throughout our relationship and things like that.
That's another court that has nothing to do with me. Continue.
Yes, ma'am. I only make $16 an hour, ma'am, as a warehouse supervisor, so it's really hard to make. I don't know how much I can give. It's expensive to live where we live,
Well, according to the documents you provided, you made $18 an hour, not $16. Oh, so
He's
you
also
don't
a
know how
liar,
much you
Your
made?
Honor.
No, ma'am, I was mistaken. I apologize.
Oh, okay. But you get a check every month, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all made the perfect couple. You're the liar, she's the cheater.
Right out of the gate, Aisha admits she left William for a woman. But she says she's here for one thing: child support. William isn't against paying. And this is a big but, he wants proof that he is the father. He claims Aisha cheated on him during their marriage. The judge even calls them the perfect storm. He's a liar, she's a cheater. This is a recipe for disaster, and we're just getting started. Oh, and William just got caught lying about his income. He claimed he makes $16 an hour, but the documents say $18. Not a great start, buddy.
Antics right there. That's the particulars. He lied. I didn't cheat on him.
Okay, well, we already established that he lies.
I told you he was a liar.
Well, you didn't even have to tell me that. He
You
told
knew
me.
that.
I know how you do it every single time.
What I don't need you all to do is address each other. You all
Yes,
will
ma'am.
address me. There's obviously a reason that you're no longer married. Okay?
This is a cheater.
Because you guys were the perfect storm. Is why you guys, in terms of healthcare, who pays it for this child?
He pays it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
She's on his Medicaid.
Okay, so wait a minute. The child lives with you,
Yes, ma'am.
and the child is on Medicaid.
Yes, ma'am.
So, are you paying Medicaid yet, or you have?
Yes, ma'am. I am paying for the child's health care right now.
Okay, so you guys understand that Medicaid is not health insurance, right?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
It's not health insurance per se in terms of a private carrier, but for the child, that particular service is through the state of Texas. So that money does have to be repaid to the state. You're not paying health insurance to her. You understand it, right? Or you didn't understand?
I
'Cause you're looking real
understand.
confused.
I understand that now, ma'am.
You understand it now?
Now we're getting into the financial breakdown, and Judge Vonda is laying down the law. William is required to reimburse Medicaid for the child's health care because Medicaid is not free. It must be paid back to the state of Texas. William's face when he realizes this? Absolutely priceless. He looks completely defeated. He's not just paying child support, he's repaying the state as well. And you can see the weight of that reality crushing him in real time.
Why aren't you working? Why aren't you working?
I mean, I just don't work.
You don't want to work, but you think that he is solely responsible for taking care of your 1-year-old?
Well, she
Now,
lives with me,
granted,
so I take
excuse me, she does live with you. Yes, she does live with you. And he will be obligated to pay child support because of that. So, are you going to come back in here next time with some proof of looking for a job?
Oh, yes, ma'am, I will, and I'm currently pregnant again. I'm sure you might
Your Honor, that is not my child.
Oh, that was my next question. But
Almost a year.
okay, that is good information to know.
Wouldn't
That has nothing to do with this, because a child that is not born is not a child within existence at this moment. So therefore, child support can be determined anyway.
We'll be back though.
You'll be back for
We'll be
that
back.
child. Okay, well, when you return, we will
somebody.
And here comes the bombshell. Aisha is pregnant again. William immediately says, "That is not my child." Judge Vonda asks the critical questions. Did he sign anything at the hospital? Did he take a DNA test? So legally, he is not yet obligated. But the judge makes it clear, once that baby is born, William has every right to request a DNA test before being placed on child support. Aisha isn't happy, but the law is the law.
Ma'am, I don't need you addressing him, okay? And as of right now, we don't know whose child it is. Well, when I say we, I'm speaking about the court. We don't know whose child it is, because you're currently pregnant. Test, okay?
You get pregnant from another girl.
All right. Sir, I do not need that extra sidebar over there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. All right, so based on $18 an hour, what is your work week? And truthfully, how many hours do you work a week?
Roughly 60 hours a week, ma'am.
Tell the truth about that. I just have to verify everything that you say from now on. So $18 an hour at 60 hours per week. That brings your gross to about $1,903.58. Now, in terms of health insurance, at another time, you do have the right to get some sort of health insurance plan for your child. However, for today, you're going to have to reimburse that money to Medicaid. So what I'll have to do is I'm going to take 9% of your gross, that $2,160, that is $194.40. Now, if you are able to find some health insurance that's cheaper than that, that would be great. You have the right to do that. And when that does happen, you can come back to court and we can make the change, okay? But as of today, that's the number. Then you're going to pay.
Now Judge Vonda runs the numbers, and it isn't pretty for William. At $18 an hour, working 60 hours a week, his gross income is $2,160 a month. After deductions, his net is $1,993. The judge calculates 9% for Medicaid reimbursement, $194. $40, and then adds his child support obligation of $380. $72. But wait, there's more. Back pay. Because William has not provided financial support for 12 months, he now owes $6,600 in retroactive child support, payable at $100 a month. His total monthly obligation? $480. $72. William looks like he's about to pass out.
I mean, I have, ma'am, but I can't prove it because it's always been cash. I've always.
So the answer is no.
Yes, ma'am.
Because if you've given her cash, that's a gift, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So the back pay that she requested for the past 12 months would bring your back pay, is also known as retroactive child support, $6,600. I'm going to make that payable at $100 per month. So your new child support obligation is going to be $480.72 a month. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you all have any further questions or anything? Any concerns you want to bring to the attention of the court?
No, ma'am.
Anything?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor.
So here's the final breakdown. William Ghost is officially responsible for $480. $72 per month, $380. $72 in current support, $100 in back pay, plus Medicaid reimbursement. And when Aisha has that second baby, He better be first in line requesting DNA testing or he'll be back in that courtroom. The lesson here? DNA doesn't lie and neither does Judge Vonda's calculator. If you don't take care of your child from day one, expect to pay back every single penny. Was William's obligation fair? Or should Aisha be contributing more? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share your thoughts, and subscribe for more explosive courtroom drama.
Okay, Miss Canada. All right. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm seeking child support and back pay from this man.
Okay, that's what I like. Just get right into it. How old is the child?
The child is now 3 years old,
3 years old.
and I have not received any child support.
In 3 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Sir, is there a reason you haven't given her any child support in the past 3 years?
All right, everyone, get ready for a case that is all about proof. Rachel Canada is in Judge Vonda B's courtroom demanding child support from Terry, the alleged father of her 3-year-old child. Terry isn't flat out refusing to pay. But here's the catch: he wants a DNA test first. Because Terry claims Rachel was seeing other people during the time they were involved, and he refuses to pay for a child that might not even be his. Rachel, on the other hand, is furious. She is absolutely convinced Terry is the father, and she is not backing down. And just when you think it can't get messier, Terry was married during their affair. Judge Vonda now has to determine whether Terry's suspicions are valid, or if Rachel is finally going to receive the child support she's been waiting 3 years for. Let's dive in.
We've been discussing the paternity obligation.
Okay.
Under the circumstances, I don't think I was the only person having a fling with Rocky at the time that she and I had that time together. And,
Excuse me? Are you implying something?
Well, what I'm trying to say is that I understand that you may have been seeing some other people in addition to me. And the reason that I haven't provided
Well, those are rumors.
I understand
First of
that.
all.
I understand that.
Second
But
of
you
all.
haven't complied with my request for DNA test either, and that's my key. Is that if I have an obligation, I like to make sure it is my obligation and not the obligation of some other father.
Terry is playing this strategically. He's not refusing responsibility, he just wants proof first. But Rachel is deeply offended by the suggestion that she may have been with other men. Then Terry drops a bombshell: he was married during their affair. Rachel immediately calls him out for being disloyal to his wife. Judge Vonda asks the obvious question: did you tell your wife about the affair? Terry says yes. But here's the twist: Rachel works with him. They are co-workers. And she claims if he truly told his wife, she would have heard about it by now. What started as a paternity dispute just turned into a full-blown workplace scandal.
They have anything to do with child support is more about you guys' backstory, but that has nothing to do with me. However, has this man taken a DNA test at all?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Did he sign anything at the hospital
No, he wasn't
acknowledging that he was the father? Okay. So he does have a valid point. Before we can actually place him on child support, he either has to accept parenting. You're really not accepting it.
there. He's in denial about his affair and doesn't want his wife to find out.
My wife knows.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
right.
knows now.
He's lying.
You told her?
I would have heard from her by now. I work with him, ma'am.
Oh,
There's more. Terry isn't just Rachel's co-worker, he's her manager. This affair happened at work, and now they have to see each other every single day. Awkward doesn't even begin to describe it. Judge Vonda definitely wasn't expecting this level of tea in her courtroom, and honestly, neither were we. But here's the legal reality. Terry has not signed any acknowledgement of paternity. He has not taken a DNA test. He has not legally accepted fatherhood. So under the law, he absolutely has the right to demand DNA testing before paying a single dollar. Judge Vonda agrees. No DNA, no child support. Simple as that.
possibly, if he's the father. If he's not the father, you're more than welcome to bring back as many people as necessary. I'm not in any means that what he's saying is true.
Right, he's
but
definitely
if he's
the
not
father.
the father, you can bring back as many people as necessary, get DNA tested, and we actually find the father and place him on child support.
Well, I know who it is, so that's not necessary, but thank you.
Okay. Is there anything further?
Terry earns a small moment of respect from the judge when he says, If I have obligations here, I'll stand by them. That's the kind of accountability Judge Vonda appreciates. But the key word is if. Until those DNA results come back, Terry is not paying anything, and legally, he doesn't have to. However, if that DNA test returns positive, Terry better be financially prepared, because 3 years of back pay will be waiting for him. The law is clear. No man should be forced to pay child support without proof of paternity. But proof cuts both ways.
We get your assistance in having this thing compelled so that we can get this DNA testing done expeditiously.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And it will be done through the Attorney General's office.
Okay.
Because they are actually on site in the courtroom, and it will be in the courthouse rather. And it will be much easier and free to you all to.
Judge Vonda breaks it down in her educational moment. There are only 2 ways to establish paternity. Take a DNA test. Sign an acknowledgement of paternity form. Terry has done neither. So for now, Rachel has to wait. But if Terry is confirmed as the father, he is looking at 3 years of retroactive child support. That bill will not be small.
Use their resource. Okay? If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Rocky,
You're welcome.
if I have obligations here, I'll stand by. Thank you.
You're welcome.
In the end, this case is paused until the DNA results come in. Terry has the legal right to demand proof. Rachel has the legal right to seek support once paternity is established. Now the big question remains, will Terry be proven the father? Or was Rachel truly involved with someone else during that time? We'll have to wait for science to speak. What do you think? Should DNA testing always be required before child support is ordered? Or is that just a delay tactic? Drop your thoughts below. Like, comment, and subscribe for more explosive courtroom drama. You definitely don't want to miss what happens next.
For the court, what's
Yes,
going on?
ma'am. This is my baby father, Jaleel Scott. Here to place him on child support for our
Okay.
child, Emery II.
You mad at him?
A little bit.
Oh, okay. Why you mad at him?
He's claiming that he only makes $40,000 a year when I know he makes well over that care of our child.
Okay.
And this started off one night, we were bar hopping. I'm a bartender.
Okay.
And
Alright, buckle up, this one is a wild ride. Emirates Golden steps into Judge Vonda B's courtroom with one goal: to put her baby's father, Jaleel Scott, on child support. These two met while bar hopping during Super Bowl weekend. Emirates was bartending. Jaleel was out with his friends trying to enjoy the game. Then a bottle of Hennessy entered the scene. 1 drink became 2. 2 became 3. The next morning, Jaleel woke up in Emirates' bed with zero memory of how he got there. Fast forward 9 months and now there is a baby girl named Emery. Jaleel says he was bamboozled. Emirates says he is lying about his income to avoid paying proper child support. Judge Vonda is about to calculate exactly what Jaleel owes. Let's see if he can handle the numbers.
What do you mean by things got carried away?
how little Emery was made.
Oh. Well, I don't need those details, but.
No, he didn't believe that it was his child.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, you guys were bar hopping. You left your job. He came to your job, and then y'all went bar hopping and had some drinks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then you guys ended up getting together, and you got pregnant.
Right.
All right, and so he's mad at you because you got pregnant.
Didn't believe that it was his child.
Why would he think? Well, you know what? I'll ask him that. So you want him to pay child support today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Have we done DNA testing?
Yes, ma'am. Several of those.
Several. Okay. And
All with his name on.
Emirates wastes no time. She is here for child support and she is frustrated. She accuses Jaleel of hiding his real income, claiming he earns much more than the $40,000 he reported. Jaleel continues playing the victim. He says he never even planned to be at that bar. He just wanted to watch the game with his friends. Emirates offered him a drink, things escalated, and now he is a father. But here's the key detail: DNA testing has already confirmed that Jaleel is the father. So now, this case isn't about if, it's about how much.
Not at all.
oh, okay. She bamboozled you.
She sure did.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, there's a baby here, and you're the father. She bamboozled you or not, you have a baby that you need to take care of.
And I'm all for that. I'm all for that. But, you know, I just don't like the way she did it.
Okay, I understand. You want to apologize to him?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like no.
Or
Mr.
ever.
Scott. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to order you to pay baby. Is this baby on health insurance?
She's on Medicaid.
What is this baby's name?
Emery.
Anne-Marie. Well, I mean, how do you spell her name?
Jaleel is still bitter about how everything unfolded, but Judge Vonda shuts that narrative down quickly. Whether he feels bamboozled or not, he has a child and that child needs to be supported. That's the bottom line. Emirates refuses to apologize and legally, she doesn't have to. But now the focus shifts to finances. Jaleel claims he earns $42,000 a year. Emirates says that cannot be true because she has seen him flashing money at strip clubs on social media. Jaleel insists that wasn't his money, it belonged to his homeboy.
And it's more than that.
How do you know?
$48,000 all over his social media, flaunting money at the strip clubs.
Oh, okay.
Where is this extra income? It ain't that $42,000 that
Well,
you're
I'm
claiming that you
actually asking the questions here. But I asked the same question. Where is this extra income coming from, sir?
I don't know where she getting that from. I'm a barber. My money is inconsistent.
Okay, so the money that she's talking about that you're flaunting on social media is just making it stretch.
It just be my homeboy's money this time. You know, I stunt with theirs, you know, everything.
Also, you stunned.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. It's not his money.
bamboozling.
Oh.
What's
Well,
the
it
word
sounds
we
like
like
you
to
both
use?
bamboozled each other. So, in my
We like
opinion,
to
you're both
use.
pretty even, okay? So, this is what we're going to do.
Judge Vonda is not convinced by the homeboy's money explanation. She calls them both out for bamboozling each other, which honestly sums up this entire situation perfectly. Emirates admits they were partying. Jaleel admits he was drinking. But games aside, the law only cares about numbers. Based on his tax returns, Jaleel earns $3,500 gross per month. And now Judge Vonda is calculating. Because $42,000 may not sound huge, but it feels very different when child support enters the picture.
This $42,000 from his tax return, that's what he turned in. If you can show proof that his income is more than $42,000, you can come back to court and I will entertain it, sir, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
But today, this is what we're going to go off of. So at $42,000, that's $500 a month, which brings your net down to $2,950.42. Do you have any other children, Another child, okay? Did that mom bamboozle? I'm kidding. Okay, so one other child, that brings your child support obligation to $472. And Medicaid, I'm only allowed to...
Here's the final breakdown. Jaleel is ordered to pay $787 per month, $472 in child support, and $315 in Medicaid reimbursement. And Judge Vonda makes it clear, if Emirates can later prove he makes more than $42,000, she can bring him back to court and that number will increase. Jaleel better hope those receipts never surface. The judge also reminds him that supporting a child is not just financial, it is emotional responsibility too. The DNA test confirmed fatherhood. Now it's time to step up.
So 9% of that $3,500 will be $315. That has to be reimbursed to Medicaid. You understand? So your monthly obligation total is $787. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right. And are you going to be a part of Emery's life?
Hey, I got to. It's my DNA.
Okay, all right. I would really like to see you do that. And I would like to see you guys be friends. So you have to be nice.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You have any other questions?
That is all.
Okay. If there's no...
In the end, Jaleel learned a very expensive lesson. Bar hopping can lead to babies, and babies lead to child support. Emirates achieved her goal. Jaleel is now paying $787 a month. But at least he admitted it, he acknowledged the DNA. That's accountability, even if it required a court order. So what do you think? Should Jaleel have been more responsible? Or was he truly bamboozled? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this case had you laughing, cringing, or shaking your head like the video, share your opinion and subscribe for more explosive courtroom drama. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.